video here on my channel, Helki Rain, and I look like I've been crying because I have been crying just watching someone's video, and I weren't expecting to get all emotion, but yeah, that is what it is. But I wanted to just quickly get to doing this tag, the Be Kind tag, which was created by Lupa Moon. So I'm looking forward to this. Lupa Moon, who's a channel I recently found. She's awesome. She's another English lady like myself, and yeah, definitely go check out her channel and subscribe, and if you have time, do this tag because it's a brilliant tag. The first question is, what would / can you do to empower others? And for me, I would say what really empowers me is like when other people show their vulnerable side and they're compassionate. Like, I like to be compassionate with people, and I'm learning to show my vulnerable side more, which isn't easy. So I really do appreciate that, and I think like it does empower you because it makes you realize that you're not the only person who's maybe feeling that way. So yeah, vulnerability and compassion. Question 2 is, name someone on YouTube who has inspired you. Okay, so I couldn't pick one person, obs. So I picked 4. First person is Amethyst Ascension, Raquel. She's just awesome. She inspires me because she really is motivating for other people. Like, she's always motivating others, and she has like this awesome show on her channel called like Spotlight, I think, and on that show she interviews people, smaller channels, and I just think she's really kind and compassionate, and her energy is just so loving, and I don't know, like she always seems so positive, and I find her really inspiring. The next person is Dee from Divi Nation. She really inspires me so much. I love her channel. She's just such a beautiful woman, such a beautiful mother, and I feel like, again, she really isn't afraid to be herself, isn't afraid to just put herself out there, which is super inspiring. I love both with Dee and Raquel, how they share their own personal lives quite a lot, and their family, especially Dee. Like, I like to see her relationship with her daughter and her animals. And Diva Nation, she gave me one of my first shout outs on YouTube, and it was like such a nice shout out. Literally, I was like crying because it was a surprise, and she's just awesome for doing that. Like, especially back then, I only had like 70 subscribers, and it was so touching for her to even give me the time of day like that. So yeah, I really love Dee. And the next person who inspires me, who also would fit into the next group for making me happy, is Astaria Sen Summer. Her channel's called Astaria Sen, and like literally I love this girl. She is just such a cool person. I wish so much to live closer to her, because I know for a fact she's someone I would love to hang out with a lot in person. She's super creative, like she's an artist and she's a writer. I'm an inspiring writer, and I love art and I love what she does, and she just does so much. That's why I had to put her in the inspiring group. She's so multi-talented, like, and she is like, time stops for her and she just gets so much stuff done in her life. And she's also an amazing mother and a really kind, sweet person, and she always makes an effort to watch my videos and leave nice comments, and I appreciate her so much. But mostly I just love to watch her, and I find her really inspiring. And she also is like a fairy witch, so she's into, I'm sorry if I've got that name wrong, Summer, but she really turned me on to fairies and the fairy realm. And yeah, I just really like her. I really recommend Astaria Sen. Like, I don't know how her channel isn't huge because she's just so talented. And the last person on the inspiring list is Kelly Bear. So Kelly, she's another English lady. She's from London like myself, and she still currently lives in London, which I don't. She was one of the earlier channels that I found, and I really look up to her. I love her confidence. Like, she's not afraid to put herself out there and share not only like her achievements and her celebrations, but also her hard times and her vulnerabilities. And you know, she's not afraid if she's not feeling great to express that, and I find that really inspiring. And also just, I love her attitude. It's so earthy. Like, I wonder if she has a lot of earth signs in her chart, but she's just so grounded, and I love that about her. I hope to one day meet her as well in person. I think she's really cool, and I love that she has a little doggy and talks about her animals and loves her animals. She's very compassionate, and I love her. I always say that I love people, and I hope that people don't get offended by that, because that's just how I express how I feel. I genuinely hold a lot of love for all these people, and I know that that can be quite a strong word, so I apologise if that word is too strong. If I've said I love you, you know, it is what it is, but just know it's coming from a real place where I genuinely feel this. Don't want to creep anybody out. The next question is 3. Name 2 channels that make you happy. And of course I couldn't name 2 channels, so I have 6 channels. Oh my god. Okay, I'm just going to try and get through this quickly. I put into one channel basically Skylar and Sammy from the Speaking of Which podcast. They also both have channels, which I love, but I really particularly love the podcast. They again have given me quite a few shout outs on their podcast, which like I'm so grateful for, and blown me away every time they mention me and speak so kindly of me, because I seriously love those guys, like such a big fangirl for them. Like Skylar and Sammy just make me happy. I listen to their podcasts and I just love it. It always makes me giggle and laugh and brings joy to my little heart, and I love their chemistry and energy between them both. And Skylar is just such a king, I swear as well. And Sammy's a queen, but Skylar never fails to make me laugh with like every message that he sends me. So yeah, love you guys. The next person I wanted to mention was V Love and Crystals, because she is just such positive vibes, such loving energy. She does so much content. I wish I could keep up with it, and I'm sorry girl, but just know that I love you so much, and I really appreciate right from the beginning. You've been so supportive to me. From the day I found your channel, I felt like a really strong connection with you, with V, and honestly, if you haven't met V yet, you must go check her out. Go jump in on one of her lives, because she really is such a beautiful person. And she's new to this, but she's not new, you know? She's definitely had a past life in doing divination, working with cards. She's so magical, so definitely go check out V from V Love and Crystals. The next person I wanted to mention is Little Cosmic Crow, and her name is Rebecca, and she really is such a lovely, sweet girl. I love how authentic she is. She's just unapologetically herself, and I love that about her. To be honest, I really love her vlogs. I just love having the day with her, you know, like following her around for the day on her vlogs. I like how she's just not afraid to put herself out there emotionally and share with us, you know, when she's having bad days, but also when she's feeling like quirky and excited. And sometimes you'll get all of that in one vlog, and it's so relatable, especially for me. I love her energy, and again, she's someone I could really imagine being friends with in real life, especially because she's like such an animal mum like myself. Like, she's got lots of dogs. I don't even know how many, maybe 3 or 4. It just feels like her home is full of love and animals and witchy things. And yeah, like, I feel like I really like how brave she is about, like, she'll just tackle any subject, and that's really inspiring to me. And I like the way that she's very supportive of her friends. Another one that I wanted to mention was Kimberly, and her channel is called Kimber Kiss. I first found Kimberly on Instagram, and you know what, this girl is just a ball of sunshine. If you don't know Kimber Kiss, go check her out, jump in on her lives, just feel her energy for yourself, and you're gonna know exactly what I mean. Check out her Instagram. I really love it when she does her dancing videos. She does like this really cool, like, cosmic goddess dancing, and like, it's so inspiring. I wish I was brave enough to put myself out there like that, and maybe one day I will, but she's just so cool and happy, and definitely fits well for this question of what channels make me happy. Also, I was messaging her the other day because I had a dream about Kimberly, and in the dream, it was so funny. It was like a sleepover at her house, and it was just me, her, and Trisha Paytas, and it was really weird and realistic but surreal at the same time. But clearly she's had an impact on me because she's made it into my dream world, which is funny. But yeah, definitely check out Kimber Kiss. She's an amazing psychic. Like, her channeling is so interesting. She has an amazing connection with spirit, and just for that alone, go check her out. Okay, the next person that makes me really happy is Supportive Tarot. Of course, Lisa. I think, like, the queen of good vibes. Seriously, Lisa is, again, one of the earlier channels that I found, and I pretty much binge watched, like, a lot, if not all, of her videos. Like, I love Lisa and Peggy, her girlfriend. I just think those guys are the best. Like, I actually really enjoyed a recent video she did where she opened up about how she'd shied away from her self-love content for certain reasons, and I won't get into it, but I loved how she did get into it, and she weren't afraid. Like, she was afraid, but she overcome that, and she shared that with us. And that kind of vulnerability, like I said, to me is the ultimate kindness, because it just shows that connection that you can have through this community, and shows that you're not alone maybe in certain things you're going through and can relate. But most of all, she's just like a ball of joy, and it's not fake happy, it's real. And I know that because I've seen many videos where she has shown her harder days and her vulnerability. But most of the time, like, I don't know, she must have a lot of Sag in her chart, or something, because she's just optimistic, and I love it. I lap it up. I like the chemistry between her and her girlfriend Peggy, and how they share that with us. So yeah, I really like Lisa. Okay, last person that I'm gonna mention is Vivi from The Mystic Sunchild. She's I don't know if she's been on for a while, but I've only been following her for a few months. I found her through my comment section and I adore her energy, I adore her. She is just such a beautiful creative creature, I swear. She's not only stunning, but she is really creative and compassionate and kind, and I really appreciate the time that she gives to me, and I can see she gives it to other channels too, and that support, and it really does mean the world. I particularly love that she's a writer and she's actually working on really cool projects, things like, I think currently she's writing a guidebook for a tarot, like a collaboration with a tarot artist, and that's really cool, really inspiring for myself. I come from a writing background. I really want to get back into writing, and it's just so nice to have other writers out here to connect with. I really do love Vivi too. So I think that will be all the channels I'm gonna mention. I definitely overdone it on the mentioning of the channels, but I'm sorry if I missed you, because there were so many people. I was just trying to brainstorm, and these were all the ones that came first, but I know there's so many other channels that I love and adore, and if you know who you are, I'm sorry if I'd missed you, but yeah, I love you all. Question 4 is, what card depicts kindness to you? And for me, it was this card, the Empress. That mother archetype. It's the manifestation of love and compassion, creativity. I feel like all of the people I've mentioned have a running theme of the Empress going through them of some type, you know? Oh, that didn't make sense, but yeah, I really like the Empress. It was difficult because there's a lot of cards to me that represent kindness, but the Empress was the first that came to my mind, and yeah, I like the Empress. The last question is question 5. What does kindness mean to you? And this is really easy. Kindness to me is connection, understanding, and listening. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and do go ahead and do this tag. I think it's a great idea, great tag. Thank you again, Luca Moon, and yeah, I hope to see you in the next video.